Boom! Welcome to Spiritual Fitness Evolution.
I'm Scott with Plant-Based Practice.
And I'm Destin, your coach. We're back again with Scott Elkington.
What's up, guys?
We're doing some more heavy sword training.
We brought a little friend with us.
So we're gonna be doing the Mandalorian training today. We're gonna first start with some basic flow exercises.
Yeah, so the flow state is where you can get into a continuous state of motion with anything. It could be a prop, it could be even in professional work, it could be exercise. In this case, we're doing it with swords. And so the idea is to keep the sword spinning in one continuous motion and to have it flow in a constant motion. And so this is a form of moving meditation because it forces you to be in the moment. You have to, otherwise you'll get hit in the head with a 17-pound sword. And so we're gonna start with some lighter stuff and we're gonna work our way up, and stick around because you're gonna see me flow with the 17-pound sword. It's gonna be dope.
But you better smash that bell notification. Comment, because we're gonna be doing some prizes here in the near future. Someone's gonna have a chance to win a giant sword, so we need 1,000 subscribers. Let's do it.
Let's get it.
So Scott's got this one 100%. He's just gonna show us. I have not been doing this one, so I'm gonna sit back and we're all gonna watch and take in his movements.
Besides neural anatomical changes in flow, there are neurochemical changes, right? The brain produces a giant cascade of neurochemistry. You get norepinephrine, dopamine, anandamide, serotonin, and endorphins. All 5 of these are performance-enhancing neurochemicals, right? So they make you faster, stronger, quicker, and they do the same thing with your brain.
Flow state. Enter. Sweet nectar begins to drip, dialed in with style pins and perfect pitch. Rip rhymes radically with results that uplift. Through a rite of passage, I write a passage to lift the baggage and all is fixed. Its acids evaporate like gases and what's left. A package of classics, masses rest enriched. Kick and flow without separateness like RNA. I carry messages connected with the source indefinite. Race from boom bap and electric hits. Now we make eclectic hits with love as emphasis. Center with sentiments, that's the preference. I drop this like droplets with 3 states of conscious. Got that rock in the cockpit, flowing like 5 fresh faucets. Vibes blessed with no off switch. We never stopping, movable and impervious, sturdy with worthiness. Spirit nourishes, we gather as the source meets matter. I scribble the riddle in the middle of the infinity symbol and spindle the ripple little by little and pivot and swivel the drizzle and multiply by triple. I can't ever keep it simple. This the temple that we lift in the mental and up level hard vessels, all knowing infinite potential. That's the memo.
Really gets you breathing. So I've been training with the 10-pound sword a good amount. That's why I'm able to move like that. Wouldn't recommend just going ham right out the gates. You got to get your movement down first. I've also been training with the 17-pound sword. Really steps it up, and I am able to now do some of those flow movements with the 17-pound sword. Of course, I don't have as much endurance.
Not yet.
And as you can tell, I'm breathing hard right now. It was kind of like doing sprints with a sword.
And here's the thing, I just got Scott a 60-pound weighted vest. So Scott's gonna start working his way up with 10 pounds with these flow exercises. And eventually, I'm gonna encourage him to start loading 1 pound in here in advance while having 10 pounds on his weighted vest. Plus, maybe doing half-mile 60-pound weighted vest walks.
Sounds like a challenge. So you're probably wondering why I'm such a natural with the sword, and that's because I've been spinning fire sword, contact sword for about 5 years now. So that's what this is right here, contact sword. Contact sword is perfectly balanced at one spot so that you're able to do moves where you roll it on your body, and you're able to do things where you're not actually grabbing it with your hand, but you're balancing it on your body. You got to balance it on your body like this, and that's contact staff. And so I've been spinning these staffs for about 5 years, and we'll started with staff, sword, moved up to sword, basically the same prop. And so I can spin these, I can spin the heavy swords because I'm naturally used to just spinning sticks that look like swords.
This a river running rampant, godly in its nature, freeing feelings of fear, one with the creator, everlasting, eternal essence embodied in behavior, orchestrating omnipresence, the immortal illustrator. As I take a breath through the nostrils, I deliver the God flow like I was a fossil, up in a apostle, here to motto with audibles, the flow stay colossal, no selfish source, that's the gospel. That's the gospel.
So it's a little bit different, but it's a little bit the same. And so you really reach that meditative state, like I was saying, when you're able to get into the flow state and maintain a continuous movement, meaning you're kind of blending different moves together, but the idea is you're just keeping it flowing, keeping it moving.
That's the gospel. Step into the flow state where we phonetically fan the flames of the heart.
Let's do the 1,000 strike challenge.
I just want to let everybody know that I have not been able to consistently be working out with these swords. I've worked out once in the last month. However, I went up to Washington, I had a job, I was putting in 12 hours, and I found somebody who let me train at their dojo it was let down to them from the family. The guy was 105 years old when he died. So here in a couple months, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna learn to train in the dojo a lot like Scott's doing, but with stick swords, capoeira, tai chi, qigong, and really learn to get that flow state. And I'm also gonna learn to be doing a large pole arm. And this should help me to get more dexterity and more movement in my spine so that I can become more holistic.
It should absolutely help you enter the flow state and just kind of get that idea down. And I actually, I had a surprise for you today, man. Since you introduced me to this heavy sword swinging, I am gifting this sword to you.
No.
I am. It's a fire sword. It's a fire contact sword.
Ha! Oh, yeah, bro. Thanks, homie.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. Check this out,
I had
y'all.
to do it.
And then also, look.
It's a nice hilt. And you can take that up with you when you train.
I can light it on fire.
And when you're ready, you can dip this in white gas and let it go. Let her rip.
All right.
Make a future video when that happens.
Let's do it. Now that Scott's done this, he's put me into, I've been putting off learning this type of flow work with the lighter stuff for a very long time. My body's been telling me that I need to mix it up with the giant swords and then the light swords to really get that full movement and lubrication of the 33 vertebrae. Your spine is very connected to your health and your nervous system, so take care of your spine. Scott knows what he's doing. You can't go all heavy and not be, you have to be soft, gentle, and then move into the weight and stay soft and gentle. That's how longevity will be reached.
Absolutely, and it literally, you're going with the flow of the sword or the prop you're using it, the momentum, and just guiding it.
And what I'm gonna be doing, so Scott has a better idea of this. I literally force the sword, and I've gotten good at it, but I feel it a lot the next day.
He's an animal.
But Scott, I think you should do the 17-pound sword now.
Okay. You the flow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's an animal.
All right, I'm gonna do some of these moves with the big dog, 17-pound sword.
Grow like scrolls of laughter, the knowledge captured. Teach me life and after, ascended master. Find peace in the vibe, just healing my mind, yeah. till my chakras heal myself up on a daily flow state. Travel with the light, just trying to be the greatest version of myself that's better help manifestation. That's the key to reality, but gain that memory of yourself. Got that inner wealth.
Yeah, it's a lot harder when you add 7 more pounds.
Wow. That's some real stuff right there. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, you got to go subscribe to Scott's channel.
Plant-based practice with RD Scott. That's my YouTube channel.
If everybody on my channel isn't going to show my homeboy here some love, then where's the love? Go show him some love.
I could use a little love about now. So.
His body's hurting after that.
I think I've done at least 100 by now.
Yeah.
You gotta catch up, man.
I'm gonna catch up with the giant sword.
I know you will. I know you will.
All right, everybody, subscribe to the channel. And I think we should get some third eye sunglasses, man. You ever seen those ones that have like the third eye?
Sounds cool though.
We should get some. All right, everybody, subscribe to the channel. Go subscribe.
Do it for Baby Yoda.
Go do it for Baby Yoda and his lover. You guys didn't know Baby Yoda had a lover, did you? We had to separate them last night. They were trying to make like little Baby Yodas, and we
can't deal with all that right now.
Nah, well, we can barely take care of these guys. This is Mandalorian training. Subscribe.
Reaching different realms, I'm the fire, I'm the water, Mother Earth will soon prevail. Tripping psilocybin, surrendering to the science, the medicine trying to teach me through the darkness. You find brightness Explosions of laughter, the knowledge captured. Wake up, wake up. Teaching life and laughter, ascended master. Surfing through the vibe, moon child, water sign. Feel each and every atom, sacred matter, all alive.